You realize how much you love the sport right away if you're willing to show up 7 days a week, early in the morning, every day. And I still don't use an alarm clock. I jump out of bed. I love the game. We try to treat everyone equal and realize that it takes all of us to get these beautiful horses to the races and to compete. And sometimes you're going to get lucky, and sometimes you aren't. I try not to have an environment where if we lose, no one's going to take any grief. I am Doug O'Neill. I'm the head trainer of Team O'Neill Racing. The one great thing about this game is people that are new to it are just so excited and so passionate, and I think I fell into that category. And you end up spending more time with your horses, and you're just loving on them all day long. So I felt like the horses that I was given to take care of were, even though they might not have had experience on their side, they had a guy who really gave them a lot of love and care and enjoyed every bit of it. My first experience, my dad, Pat, was an avid racing fan, and growing up in Michigan. And my first experience was when I was 10 years old. We had moved to California, and my father had taken my brother Dennis and I to Santa Anita, and it was just an unbelievable moment, an unbelievable experience. And right then I knew why my dad loved the sport so much. Father was just always loved to talk about racing, and the fact that I was here every day, me just barely getting out of high school and going into the business, I was usually first on his topics.
I think that we actually won one of the races last year. That was the first thing when we hugged down the winner's circle, is how proud our dad would have been of us. I always think a great coach is a guy that knows who to pat in the ass and who to kick in the ass, and I really think Doug has a lot of that. He knows who he needs to really be tough on in the mornings, and who he needs to lighten up and make sure they keep their weight and make sure they want to train every morning. The people he has with him have been with him forever, and I always think that's how you can tell if a guy is a good boss.
Doug stands by people. I've seen him do some really nice things for a lot of people that they don't get the press, and it's not known about, and that's just him. And I think it's the same thing with these jockeys. He's giving them a chance, and they're rising to the occasion.
My main focus is trying to achieve success for the people that own the horses, and for the horses themselves, and for the grooms and hot walkers and the exercise riders that work their butt off. So that's my main focus for success. After you get lucky enough and win the Derby, it's addicting almost, to where you think, okay, I want to go every year. Here we were down at Delmar last year, and we had a horse named Golden Sense break his maiden by like 7, just cruising. We all started thinking, okay, could this horse take us there to the first Saturday of May? And there's some similarities with Golden Sense and I'll Have Another. Both very tough mentally. They handle the paddock with no problem. They don't waste any energy. Here we are. We're knock on wood, we stay injury-free. We're heading back there, and bottom line, I want to win for the people who believe in me and put all their efforts into taking care of our horses.
Why not us? Why not us? It's our time. It's our time. It's our time. Why not us?
I'll Have Another. He went from 43-1 winning the Robert Lewis to a nose victor at the Santa Anita Derby, winning his first ride in the Kentucky Derby.
A normal trainer would have looked for a big name rider to ride it, but not Doug. Doug is loyal, left Kevin on it. There we are in the winner's circle with the Tiffany Trophy.
I want people to look back and say that, hey, that guy, you know, he was a good trainer, and he loved his horses, he loved his people, and along the way he had some success, and hopefully they'll say he was a multiple Derby winner.